So where are you from?
I'm from Claremore, Oklahoma.
Okay, and what made you want to go to Oklahoma State?
I had a lot of friends coming here, and I really was not sure what I wanted to major in, so I decided to come here because my sister came here and she loved it.
Do you know what you want to major in now?
I decided on human development and family science.
Okay, why did you choose that?
I really wasn't sure at first. I kind of just chose it because I love kids. I've worked at a daycare since I was 16, all through high school. So I love kids, but I just wasn't sure what exact profession I wanted to do. So I chose that because I figured I could change it if I needed to, but I'm glad that I chose that because it's like the right major for me.
Okay, and what are you optioning, and like what career would you like to do?
My option is child and family services. I am not completely sure what I want to do like as a career yet, but I know that's definitely I want to do something with children, and I really enjoy working with children with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So I've thought of like occupational therapy or just like case management. I'm not sure yet.
Have you had any classes steered towards disabilities?
I took a course my sophomore year called Developmental Disabilities, and it was really interesting. The first semester, the first block of the class, we talked about the certain disabilities, what like the physical, what made them, and then the second half of the class, we talked about what it was like living with a disability, how to manage a person with a disability, how they live their lives. So that was really exciting because I knew nothing about it, and it really opened my eyes to all the different types of disabilities and like the way to go about working and things like that.
Do you know anyone who has disabilities? Like, have you ever been around kids with disabilities?
My cousin is older than me, but she has Down syndrome, and our families have been really close ever since I was little. So I learned at a young age, why she did certain things. So I've always had like an interest in that since I've been little.
I heard in that class that they also go do home visits. Can you tell
Yes,
me a little bit about that?
it was through an organization called OK AIM, and these people volunteer and go like monitor group homes with people with disabilities, and they have like a facilitator that watches them and helps them every day, just things that they can't do on their own. Some are more competent than others, but some that monitor is just always there, like to help them eat, but also tries to let them make sure they're safe, but tries to let them do things as much as they can.
Would you be interested in doing that like as a career? Like,
I think so. I think it would be cool to go to people's houses like that. It was really nerve-wracking the first time we did it. We had to go to 2 different houses. Yeah. The first time I was really nervous, but we got to go with a coordinator who's done it for 20 years. So she knew what she was doing. So that time I kind of got to stand back and just, make small talk with them. But also the main goal of that is to make sure that they're safe and make sure there's smoke detectors and things like that. So she kind of asked like those basic questions. And then when we're finished, we had to fill out how we rated their overall, like their house, like if they were able to go on vacations, if they got to do things that they wanted to do, if they got to cook, things like that. So the second time was a little bit more nerve-wracking because we were alone, but that we knew what we had to ask and what we had to do, so it was fun.
Okay, so did you do that here in Stillwater, or was it somewhere else outside of town?
We got to choose what location we wanted to do, because these group homes are everywhere in Oklahoma. So the first time we visited Shawnee, so it wasn't too far away, and then the second time we did it in Stillwater.
Okay, nice. Well, would you be interested in working, besides that, like working for the state, or would you be more interested in working for like a private organization HDFS?
I could see myself doing something like that, maybe just as volunteer work, just on the side. And like I said, just doing those volunteer visits. But I think with my career, I want to do something. I want to say I want to do something in a hospital.
Okay.
Like maybe someone who works in the emergency room, and helps get their services set up, like a case manager, just right out of the hospital.
Okay. Did you guys do any other volunteers? Like, did you volunteer with any kids at all or anything during that class too?
Somewhat. We got to go to the Miracle League baseball game, and it's a bunch of people who have disabilities play. It's like a baseball team, and it was so fun because our whole class got to go to Edmond and just play with them, like watch them, because they are all like a team, but they have to have some volunteers on the field with them to make sure that they're okay and that they're doing everything. So we got to stand on the field with them and just like congratulating them and just supporting them and cheering them on, and it was so much fun because they were so happy that we were there.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for interviewing me.
No problem.